Hello, everyone. My name is Arity from Speechify, and today I'm with Dale Robinson from Field Team 6 to talk a little bit about evergreen campaigns. So thank you. First question for you, Dale, is how do you define an evergreen campaign or toolkit, and why do you like using it with Field Team 6?
I would say we do a lot of campaigns that are very topical, but they might stay up for a long time because in politics, the topics don't necessarily change every time you turn around. But we do have some evergreen ones like for our events. We do voter registration, and so we have ongoing digital and in-person voter registration events where we invite people to come and text or phone bank, etc. And those can be evergreen in the sense that they keep getting used again and again. We just change the dates and times. Here's an example. I had assets that we built in 2020 that I just refreshed and put up again because they're still valid. I didn't even have to change the graphics. They were still good. But yeah, I never throw anything away because sometimes you can just tweak one thing and you can use them again. So
Yeah, that makes sense. And we can show a little bit. This is what you're talking about with your events page, right?
yeah, so obviously there are events that are in here. If you scroll down, that volunteer fair on the right, that's actually happening today. The only thing that I changed on this asset was I added in a tag for the union and logo for them because this particular event is partnered with them. But that volunteer fair asset is usable again down the road for our next volunteer fair. That is probably not a partnered event. So that's a good evergreen asset that got a little tweak made into a single standalone event, and then we'll go back to the evergreen one for the next one. Basically, what I do when we're building campaigns is I will create what I call a staging and boneyard, which is basically a behind the scenes campaign where everything gets built. So that's where the graphics get uploaded. That's where the writing of the tweets or the post gets done. Where the hashtags get added. Where the links get added. Where the link caption gets added. So all of that happens sort of like behind the scenes. And then once it's ready to go live, I'll push it out into another campaign, which is the one where all of our volunteers push out these assets on a daily basis. And then once those are no longer valid, I push them back into the boneyard. So I never throw anything away. I just push it back there so that we can look at it again later and go, oh, this one is still, this could be used for this again if we change this one thing or we update the hashtags or something.
Do you have any other tips of ways that other clients can kind of use Speechify and the evergreens and recycling their content and kind of saving them time while also still making a large impact with whatever cause they're working with?
I would definitely suggest that using those like backstage campaigns to save all of your assets once they've gone through their usefulness in your current whatever you're calling your current campaign. And of course, there's also ways to refresh your assets that are in your current one by just watching trending hashtags and that kind of thing, and updating your hashtags to make sure that you're getting the most bang for your buck of the things that are going out. If you're going to keep your videos in the back end, there is an option for you to refresh like all of your hashtags and all of your links at the same time. Don't have your videos in there when you do that because, of course, the way that it's set up right now is that the video is a Twitter link. And so it will overwrite that Twitter link and your videos will disappear. So make sure that your videos are in their own little campaign and then don't do a global change of your links. Making sure that your assets have both the Facebook, Twitter, text image versus the Instagram image, which is a separate size.
Right.
But when you're building it, that's important to keep those things separate so that they're displaying properly. There's little tricks about videos so that you can make sure that the video uploads as native, so that it gets you a nice big video player as opposed to the little thumbnail. So there's tricks and tips about that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for sharing your advice and everything. And we are looking forward to seeing the continued success of Field Team 6.
Thank
Um,
you. Oh, you know what happened? We hit 2 billion impressions on Twitter this
oh,
year.
yes, I saw that in the email. That is actually incredible.